Welcome everyone to the Mastermind Book Club. It's an exciting time because tonight we start reviewing book one of 12 books in regards to marketing. Today we review the first book, which is called The One-Page Marketing Plan. What is the one-page marketing plan? How can I utilize it? How does it benefit me? How does it benefit others? What else can I learn from this marketing plan? We're going to go through that page. Where did I come up with this page? This came from the actual book, The One-Page Marketing Plan. The One-Page Marketing Plan book is filled with immense information in reference to marketing. However, I chose this one because this one pretty much sums it all. And with the assistance of members in the Mastermind Club here that are with me today, we're going to attempt to fill in each and every one of these squares. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just to give you an idea of the information that you need in each one. And as we go through this, maybe someone will say something and we tweak it a little bit, and that's okay. But that's how we learn. That's how we all merit from a mastermind, because no one is left alone. All right, everyone. So let's get started. The one-page marketing plan. Do you have your own copies or not? Or will you need me to send it to you? That you can each send me a private message once we go through this. You can make copies of this one here that we are looking at. It's up to you. Number one, let's start at the top. You can see on the red on the left, it says before the prospect. That's prospect. So meaning you're going to be selling something eventually. You're going to attempt to sell something, whether it's yourself, maybe into a relationship, maybe to your kids, maybe to somebody else's kids. Maybe in a business. There are many ways you're going to be selling yourself. Maybe it's to a car dealer or salesperson. Somehow you're going to be selling yourself. What are you looking to do? These are the 9 most important and critical items that we need to get prepared on paper, which we're going to start out here, but it needs a bit more thinking time. As we were talking with Ruth earlier, that the important things take more time to meditate and to just think with inside, and the amazing things will come out. Musicians don't happen overnight. They take time to sit down and think. Authors that are successful take time to think. And then when they come out of their thinking cave, wherever it may be, maybe it's in a car, maybe it's in their house or in the bathroom, I don't know where it is, maybe it's in the woods, but wherever it is, once you come out of that thinking cave, immense things happen. So here we go. Number one, my target market. What is your target market? According to the book, it's not good to say anyone and everyone. And I just finished writing 2 books, which I intend to correct again. Originally, I put in the books for people ages X to Y, originally. And that was to make it a more specific target market. However, it could be gender-based. It could be socially based, meaning certain parts of the world or people who live in certain conditions. What is your target market? For me right now, since I'm in trading, I'm going to write something down, and then you tell me what you, maybe at least one of you tells me what you think should go in here. Maybe it'll give you an idea. So here we go. So my target group is age 35 and above, who have attempted to work for someone else, but is now sick and tired of not producing enough to be able to save, travel, and invest. I'm writing this up. You write your own. I really think that to take this time to write something down, because this marketing plan is just the start of something bigger. And what do I mean by that? When I started to write my business plan, it was a one-page business plan. Now it's about 10, 12 pages long. But you've got to start out small and then work your way to the next step. My target market is 35 and above who attempted to work for someone else, but is now sick and tired of not producing enough to be able to save, travel, invest, and enjoy life when they want to. Do you see? I wrote something down, then I added. So that's why it's important to just add what's in your mind. It doesn't have to be perfect. All it has to do is be able to align with your experience, with your target market. Does anyone want to add, take away, or give some sort of different perspective on what my target market should be? You got to unmute yourself, Charles.
It sounds pretty good for the most part. Could be probably more pointed.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. They said to really pick out your niche and make it more specific oriented to a certain group of people. So out of the 35 and above who attempt to work for someone else, what demographics do you want out of that? Do you want more men? Do you want more women? Do you want people who work? Narrow it down.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. That's very non-specific, because, for example, that part of what your target audience could probably very well be white male, because you sound like a Bloomberg guy. Like, Bloomberg is targeted to 35 and over white males, right?
Really?
And that's because that's the audience that predominantly has money, that may, they may be doing well, but they get to a point, egotistical wise or whatever, where they're like, I don't want to work for these guys anymore. They're making their good money, but they want to go and do it on their own at this point, because they might have an ego. They might just want to, they feel like they're worth more. I'm making 200,000, but I should be making 400,000. So, I would be more specific in saying who that audience is, because you might be saying 35 and over, but I think it's not specifically just 35 and over, like Charles said. You could have, is it male? Is it female? Is it this? Is it that? So I would just definitely make it a little bit more pointed.
Got it. All right. Thank you for that. That makes sense. Lots of sense. So let's move on to number 2, if we're okay, unless someone else wants to add. My message to my target market. Does anyone have any suggestions? The message to the target market.
This is for you still?
It doesn't matter. It could be yours. That we're working on this together to give it an example.
I would definitely put what you want to do specifically for that group of people.
So, give me an example. What would you put here?
Like with mine, I'm doing one for my public adjusters business. So for number 1, I put I'm doing this as we do it too.
Well, let's do number 2. Let's work with number 2.
Right. 2. I'm just giving you number 1 just to follow up real quick. Homeowners with property insurance who may need money for repairs. Okay. Number 2 would be damages to your home or business. Call me to maximize your insurance claim.
Let's see. Damages to your home or business. There's a question.
Yes. Yes. Call me to maximize your insurance claim.
To maximize. Now I reversed this. To maximize, and I'm trying to teach you something here. To maximize. Whoops. Where's that? Oh. To maximize your insurance claim, comma, take a moment to have a one-on-one with our
like that.
In other words, I reversed
David,
this, so that's all I did. I don't know if that you understand. Go ahead, Ruth.
but is that we need to also, when you're doing the message, you know, the target message thingy, have a unique what is it, USP, unique selling opportunity,
Yes.
unique selling point or unique
Point.
selling
selling point,
proposition
point,
or whatever.
opportunity,
Correct.
proposition. Thank
So
you.
these
USP. I just remember.
These are
So
examples.
what sets it? What was set to, for that to be more precise? What was set this? I mean, his product, aside from other people, you know, the competition. So can we?
Charles is going to
I mean,
offer services in a pair of shorts, of beach shorts and flip flops.
unique selling propositions. Okay. Okay, Charles, I want to see that commercial today.
Right? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Anybody else want to add to number 2, or any suggestions or anything that they remember? Any notes they took?
Well, let's see if Charles can work out his unique selling proposition. Do you know what that is, Charles?
Yes. My unique selling proposition is that homeowners and businesses who have damages are eligible through their insurance to receive compensation.
But can they?
But is that unique to you?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when they talk about unique, you know, you have like the shop that sells lattes, and you could come in and, like, you know, do art while you drink your latte, or
Right,
you know, you see
right.
Starbucks has their, like, you could go
So would
buy.
could my 20 years of experience in this field do something?
Well, you have to say that. What about that 20? A lot of people have a lot of years of experience, but what is unique about you? Usually the unique
I guess
selling
the thing
proposition
that's
is
unique about me is I've gotten over $10 million worth of claims settled in my 20 years.
Well, that's a good
just
one.
that's your return.
But
That's your what you've generated. I mean, I think oftentimes that USP is what they call, like, I learned this from another person. I went to a seminar this past summer, and they called it your IP, which is your intellectual property. You know, like the unique selling proposition is always really you. It comes down to the individual, because there's only one Charles, there's only one Ruth, there's only one David, there's only one Martha, there's only one, you know, each and every one of us, and Gina as well, because she's on the call, but there's only one. So there's only one way to be you, and there's only one offering through which they can get it from you, and there's only one way to deliver it as you giving them something. So what is it that you can do that you can deliver that is unique to you that nobody else can do? That's kind of how you look at a USP or IP, and intellectual property. Actually, it's not intellectual. It's does it have yeah, I think it's
unique
actually not
selling property.
but yeah, unique. What is that thing that's unique about you? That is that's something only you can give to that person.
How about that one-on-one approachability?
Yeah, but a lot of people can do that.
A lot of people do that.
Hey, I just thought about something. How about this one, Charles? Getting you back money that's rightfully yours.
That's good.
I don't know. That's just
We used to say that you have a hidden bank account in your house or property that no one never really taps into.
Oh, there you go. That you can work on that one.
That's some good words right there.
Say it again.
You have a hidden bank account in your business or property that no one really taps in through.
That's a nice little spin, because it's like the language that they talked about in the book, where they said there's like a way in where if you're really good with words, you can really do wonders with words.
Uh-huh.
So that would be it. Like something along the lines of that, the word choices and saying it in that way, that really kind of like gets somebody to jump and say, oh, wow. Because a lot of people don't realize what they have.
Like digging up treasures, like
hidden, exactly.
Something like that.
Say that again. Sorry,
you
Charles.
Have a buried treasure in you have a buried treasure in your home.
You have a hidden treasure in your home or business that you haven't tapped into yet.
Yeah.
So I would say, let me show you a hidden treasure, because that makes you unique. You know, let me show you the hidden treasure. I'm the man to show you the hidden treasure you have in your backyard. That makes you the unique
Like that.
seller.
Yeah, but I
I
think
mean,
that not to
agent.
emphasize, don't emphasize, the me part, but like you have something hidden, and I will, we're gonna find it.
Yeah, because it almost seemed like he could be the one to kind of go try to steal it, right? So I'm gonna
But-
show you that treasure, and I'm gonna go and grab it for myself.
Got it.
Charles, you feel like Sherlock Holmes, that discovering those hidden treasures. I don't know.
I think,
but I think you hit on something right there with the hidden treasures. I like that. I think you can explore that a little bit more.
Yeah, I like that too.
Is there any way to be more specific in reference to the possibility of money that could be hidden, or no? Or what do people think in reference to that? Being more specific.
Most people, when they call me, they already know what I can do for them. It's just, I guess, getting the word out.
Well, so you want to get the word out to those people who don't know as well, right? Potential amount that they can acquire. Well, anyways, so we've done number 2. It's not perfect, and that is not to get it perfect today. It's to get something written down that will guide you in making your own. All right, so I don't want to leave you out. So number 3, let's see who wants to assist with number 3. The media I will use to reach my target market, and why will you use that media?
I would use well, it says to start up with one first.
Yes.
And I know a lot of nurses do hang out. Like, I have a course, From Nursing Burnout to Supercharged Self-Care, Reclaim Your Energy and Ignite Your Life, in 6 weeks. And nurses hang out there on Instagram and on Twitter as well. But YouTube, to me, probably would be the best place to lodge, information there. Because I think that it is like a go-to for, many things of that nature when it comes to education. Instagram and Twitter seems more like just like casual information and stuff. But then people looking for some educational program, I think they go to YouTube to see what's there first. So I'd choose YouTube.
Great. On YouTube. What else? Benefits of YouTube is that you can go at this pace that you want to listen to as well. Did you know that?
It's free. Mm-hmm.
Well, it can be free. You could have it set up as well for a rate as well. You can do that as well. Benefits you can utilize for free / paid / listen
Lead.
to the speed most appropriate.
And you can get leads from there, right? Easier, I think.
From anyone who searches and finds the videos, right? Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that's what Reg and I had talked about. What is that? The SEO?
Search engine optimization. But that's on Google. That's actually on the internet, where you pay for the ability for your stuff, like your website or whatever, to show up quicker in a search.
But Reggie, do you have to pay for it? Because sometimes you can set that, those keywords within the domain that you're working with.
No, but you're paying for that, like through ad clicks. I don't know. I mean, I don't use it, but like through Google ad clicks and such, there's a pay for that where you might pay like a certain amount, like let's just say $1.50 for every time somebody clicks that goes and they want to search for the thing, and then they click on that. You have to pay for that, because you have to pay for, because you're getting, if you want like the top spots, those are premier, because if you think about it, even as any one of us searches online, and when you search for something like, cookware, or baby clothing, or whatever it may be,
yes.
the ones that you search for that we often will actually click into are usually the first couple of few entries. You don't usually go to the bottom of the first page, into the second, into the third, and the fourth page. So in order for you to get the first couple lines or whatever, you have to pay for that. That's premium stuff, and it costs more, right? But
secondly, you have to have the right words.
Yeah, well, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for those specific words, and then so that you show up. But then people will know the words. Like if you're searching for exercise, like you want to be you have a gym, you have you're selling like clothing or whatever. You put those basic words. You pretty much can do a search on those words and see which words are coming up most, and then you're paying to have access to those words, and it costs more. And that's gonna translate to potentially to money if you have everything else in order, because people they're gonna search for that. Your stuff is gonna show up first. They're gonna click into your site or whatever, and then there's like you have to do the rest so that they actually don't just click into your site and it doesn't translate. And it does translate to a return where they actually, especially if you're doing online retail, that they actually will buy from your site. So that's like there's other stuff that factors into that, but you're actually paying for that access.
Right.
They also talked about blogs and different types of.
Blogs are kind of antiquated though.
Okay, podcasts.
Podcasts can definitely be good.
You said blogs are antiquated.
They're not as I mean, if you have like an established blog, that's fine. But like if you see people are doing more other mediums and not as much like blogging. So
yeah, Seth Godin, and he's established. Like Seth Godin, he's very established. So some people who who are very established, they do well with the blogging. But I think this
they already have a targeted audience. They have
video. Yeah.
But then you always see these new things come up. But then you have to be kind of like at the head of that, like TikTok, like Clubhouse. You have to kind of jump in like early and then try to establish yourself, because you have some people that are just they're not really throwing down in any one of these particular things, but they jumped in there and they offer this stuff that apparently is appealing to the masses of people, at least their niche audience. And it's like you have freaking 6 million TikTok subscribers, and all you're doing are these cheesy little dances and all this sort of stuff. And you're making all these millions of dollars. There's a girl, like for example, on TikTok, I forget her name, but she was featured on what was that guy? One of the talk shows. And she was doing these dances that were actually created by like young Black girls and stuff like that. And people were a little bothered because she got to be showcased on a national TV, and she was like, well, I'm not like discrediting. I'm going to, I would like to work with these girls, but she gets to showcase her stuff, not doing the dances in the way that they really meant to be done with the like real whatever. But because she has an audience, she has this TikTok thing going where she has so many subscribers. She's a household name, so she's out there, she's featured or whatever, but the people who actually should be more so benefiting from it, they're not as household. They haven't used a medium or whatever and this sort of thing, and so they kind of don't benefit the same way. But that's what some of these things.
Was hacked? It was a young lady, I don't mean hacked, but somebody really popular saw her dance, and they started doing the dance, and because they had more followers and more so forth, it went viral with them.
No, she wasn't hacked, because she was on one of the talk shows, and she featured some of these dancers. It wasn't like a hack thing, just that she's very popular in this space. So once you kind of establish yourself through these mediums, just really, really takes your business to a whole nother level. Even if you have a marginal thing going on, it's just establishing, like that's what this whole marketing thing and everything is about. If you market yourself well.
Correct, and it's not overnight.
Really,
some people have it, but most of us have to develop it, and that's what this is about: is getting to the first level. Number 4, well, you can see to the left it says during lead. So during your the process of doing my target market, my message to my target market, the media I will use to reach my target market. And number 4 is my lead capture system. This is like a click funnel. In other words, join me and you'll get a free advice on how to save your house and make more money off of it without having to spend money or something like that. I don't know, just trying to make something up. Number 4, my lead capture system. Does anyone want to take a stab at this?
Well, in the book, they talk about giving away, was this the one where they talked about giving away free information or something to entice the people to come and check you out? Like you offer them an enticement and you give that for free.
Yes.
So like for me, it would be a free home inspection.
Okay. Good.
And that's just to get their information. You know, that's just to make sure you get their name, their phone number, to get to meet them.
Yes, that's correct. My lead capture system would be what? Utilized through what? Through, let's say, what is it?
Like opt-in on
Chimp,
opt-in on email.
Chimp something. Chimp, what is it? What is it called? Monkey chimp, or I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. One of the services.
Yes, I just don't remember what it's called. Does anyone know what it's called?
Yes, I can't remember.
Mail?
It's like monkey. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up.
There are a few, but that one's the one that comes out to mind. Monkey chimp.
Tail or something like that.
I don't remember the name exact, but something MailChimp. That's what it is. MailChimp.
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 That's it.
And there's other ones.
Because they said you don't want to use like Outlook and some of these others because you may get shut down for
Correct.
spamming people.
Correct. Yes, that has that happens.
They'll come after you.
Correct. And
these other ones have a good mechanism through which they're able to get to people without being spammy and getting you and then there's a way in which you do it.
okay.
Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. I'm in Little Italy right now in the Bronx. It's like very kind of a happiness spot. Maybe not as much with COVID, but
Yes, it is. I've been out there. I like it.
yeah, this is where my accountant is.
Oh, look at that. Late hours. Oh, that's right. It's that time of year.
No, he stays here 12, 1 in the morning, like crazy hours. He and his wife just like doing return after return after return.
Got it. All right, number 5, my lead nurturing system. My lead nurturing system. Anyone want to take a shot at this one? My lead nurturing system. This is, just to give you a hint, a reminder, I guess, is a way that you keep your prospects hungry, wanting more.
I think with automated emails, like I'm gonna send them one every week, whether or not I'll put the antiquated blog in it or some information on how to get energized when you're feeling low. And I will also, let's see where it said here, just give them value, on how they can feel less physically and mentally exhausted. So, yeah.
Also, I have some bracelets that I think I'm going to send out to people who participate, you know, leave a comment on the blog and stuff like that, and send them two bracelets, the silicone bracelets that I have, and then they can encourage them to give one to another friend to encourage them to greater health, something like that.
Got it.
I like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody else want to add anything to here?
What we do is we break down insurance policies for people, homeowners insurance policies. And that's a free service.
So you can say something like you break down all the rhetoric.
Yes.
Okay. So that's number 5. How about number 6? My sales conversion strategy. My sales conversion strategy. Money. Without money, there's no honey. Hey, that's without money. I mean, how everyone that's posts out there for free is not necessarily out there for free. It's more that people rely, for example, on YouTube for the number of hits to get to a certain level, and then they get money back from the amount of people that visit that website or the views of that video, specific video, and so on. So my sales conversion strategy, any idea on your sales conversion strategy? Any examples?
Email marketing, which is a pain to set up, looks like, but once you have it set up, it's supposed to work and get you some conversion. Hopefully, you know, from the, it says 80-20, I think like 20% of people even open up the email, but yeah, so you have like, all right, so the email goes out today and you just, you know, giving them information, and then the after tomorrow, you might send second email out, and the next day, your third one, up to 10 email just to, you know, butter them up and encourage them to actually buttering up sound kind of cheesy, but you know what I mean. It's nurturing.
Yes.
Nurturing them, and then they can see the value you have in your for instance in my program, and hopefully I can convert them. But so you can do that with webinars as well. I'm really scared to do this. I've done this before, but I have this one free module webinar of my of one module, and so that's a way to do that, giving them information. I also have listed a limited promos.
What are limited promos?
Okay, so for instance, the course costs $280, and for a limited time for a week, you're offering it for 84% off the regular price, never to be seen again. And then you definitely will make that, so you understand. That's very cheap. And then it's 100% money back guarantee if you don't feel that you've gotten any value out of or much value or whatever, no question asked. So that's a good thing to put there.
Okay.
Can also do phone calls. That's another challenge that I have for myself in the coming weeks, is to call 100 nurses and let them know that I have this course. But I need to lead up to that. You know, I can't just call them and say I have this course, but I haven't called them in a million years since I left to go to Fiji. And so yeah, that's definitely something I will also do. Follow up with phone calls.
Okay, got it. I put it in number 3. I think that goes in number 3. I could be wrong, but
Which one?
what you just said with the phone calls, because you have to start out. It's a phone calls with challenge. So that's the media that you will use to reach your target market, is direct calling.
But also, if they have this information that you already been sending them, it's good to contact them just to, even if you're just, checking to see if they have received your email or just I think you're right. You can do that in media, but you also can do that here. I think I listened to one of the podcasts this guy was on, and he had said that, the things that we think are outdated, like sending a postcard, sending some sort of literature, or calling, that's more personable than just sending emails and all that other stuff. So this is coming back. This is becoming popular, not popular. People are going back to the old landmarks.
Right. This is
So
guerrilla marketing.
Direct marketing.
Guerrilla marketing. Yeah, direct
Guerrilla.
marketing. Yeah. So it's like, used to be email, sort of like maybe flyers, hand notes, knocking doors, like direct to the customer approach.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that in number 3, because number 3 is supposed to be given nurturing things, freebies and information. So yeah.
All right.
Charles, yeah, I wouldn't do that in number 3. I would do that in number 6.
All right. Well,
Somebody has to.
we can look for other examples, and in reference to why we do it, I guess as we first, let's get through this page, and then as we build our own, we make it specific to your business, because Ruth is right. One category could be specific to a different one of these steps instead of the exact order. Sorry. So number seven, on the left, it says after. So after you've acquired a customer, after you've acquired leads, what do you do next? How do I deliver a world-class experience? What is a world-class experience? How do you deliver upon it? A world-class experience. Let's just check on the airlines first, because I'd say that's where you hear this term more immediately. Is a world-class experience is sitting in the first 5 rows, 10 rows of an airplane, right? Where they give you a little bit more than the rest. They might give you a menu of 3 items to choose from. And everybody else just gets whatever you have. But how would you deliver, Ruth or Gina or Martha? Any responses?
The first thing,
Go ahead, Jean.
the first thing that comes to mind, for me, is like even a handwritten note, to the person who purchased your product, to tell them, that you appreciate them and that they can call on you, anytime. I'm not sure if I'm on the right. Also follow on a regular basis, call them to see how, if you're selling them a product, for example, how is it going with the product? So anyhow, just my first thought that comes.
And they mentioned something about a mind map. Anybody can follow up on that? Because I really didn't understand what they meant by a mind map, but I guess that's getting people to think about your product and service. I put just giving a little bit more than normal. Like giving a book. They said something about giving out a free book, or like if you sit, like he was saying on airline, you get plates instead of plastic. You know, you get actual utensils instead of, you get actual silverware instead of a plastic fork if you're in first class. So that's like making it a world-class experience for you. That like someone mentioned, that personal touch.
And an upgrade.
Upgrade, yes, definitely.
Yes, that's right. All right.
Now, I didn't really understand that upgrade so much, but the upgrade would be that you're offering them, let's say, for instance, one-on-one counseling for little, at a great discount. That would be the upgrade. Would that be the upgrade?
It could be, yes. It could be. Now, world-class
Especially if you
experience.
charge for that.
World-class experience it means, for example, if someone needs assistance with, in reference to the airline, assistance with lifting their suitcase. That's the simplest way I can look at that. Now you assist them. Wow, this travel agent is great, or this what is it called? I forgot the name in English, but the person who assists at the airplane has given a world-class experience in that they didn't leave them alone. They assisted them, even though they didn't ask for it. So how
The flight attendant, you mean?
Yes, the flight attendant. I know the Spanish words, but the English, I'm just losing it. Sorry, my English is limited.
We can help you. You say
More service than called for.
Well, so for example, in your real estate world, is that what it is, or insurance? Which one, Charles?
Insurance is this
Oh.
one is insurance. So
The-
pretty much
For
would be
example,
calling their insurance company, getting
most
feedback from
most
them.
people believe that it's more important to insure their cell phone, their house, and their car than it is to insure themselves. Are there 5 reasons that you can think of to educate a potential client, or the client that you already have established, on why it is good to consider insuring yourself?
Well, this is not that type of insurance. It's more like dealing with homeowners insurance.
Yes.
So for me, it would be more like making sure they have the best policy available,
Okay. Got it.
or that they're
So maybe preparing a document that tells them the most important things that
well
they should
protected.
be.
They have all the yes.
Mother something.
Thank you. I need to do that.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said he can send them a calendar, a mug, or I don't know, ticket to movies when they open up worldwide, I don't know, something like that,
Good. That is also an incentive as well. That is also an incentive. Yes. Anybody else for number 7? How I deliver a world-class experience.
I think Marta has something to say.
Marta?
I always like it when the people purchase something. Remember, say me.
Yeah, I like that.
Great. Man, this is really nice.
All right. I didn't hear, I lost the connection because I had to switch rooms. But is there anything else I should add to number 7? No? Uh-oh. My internet. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hear
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything I should add to number 7? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you put it back up on the screen?
I'm going to try. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Let's try this again. All right. Can you see it there?
Yes.
All right. Number 7. Anything else that we should add there?
Mm. I can't think of anything
Me
else.
neither.
Now, I'm not a golf person, but just as an example, because I know everybody else uses it, maybe invite them to some golf outing or some type of adventure that is that
Like a billboards.
billboard. Billboard
Yes.
very expensive. But yeah, that it could be a billboard. All right, I guess we're out of ideas for number 7. Marketing is not easy. However, in the next several weeks, it's going to be easy for us. If you understand what I mean. Each and every book.
How about
Yeah,
a magazine? I'm sorry.
that each and every book is going to get us close.
Magazine subscription.
Magazines.
Golf.
Okay.
Like the
Magazine
calendar.
subscription. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you're and like golf, whatever, then they get the golf magazine. I don't know. Anyway.
Or even your own newsletter that gives them tidbits on whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah, that's good.
Newsletter with solutions once a month.
I think.
Or even quarterly. It depends on you on how you want to proceed with that. Number 8, how I increase customer lifetime value. How do you increase it? Now,
Give me something they love.
love.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a business value. I mean, it could be a relationship value. Maybe there's a way to incorporate love into a specific task. For example,
I don't think you heard.
Sorry?
I don't think you heard everything she said because her voice clipped out. So Martha, can you repeat that again one more time?
Give the customer something they really love. Like
Okay.
Give them something they really love is what she said. So I was thinking like you can offer like an extension into coaching or some type of course in the nursing.
Yes, I have that one on too.
Do like what we're doing, some type of grouping where people come to the group and they talk about the issues.
Now that would be charged, something that they can pay for, right, Charles?
They said these are just extra ways for people who are already paid. So it could be a kind of like an upsell. It could be kind of an add-on for taking your information. You know, like you can actually charge for this in the basic course, but throw it in as an add-on. Like when you buy a set of pots and pans, they throw in the utensils to make you really want it. So sometimes the the actual add-on is more what the people want than the actual material, is what they were saying in the book.
Okay. All right, that's what I put there. Add-on could be more of what people want compared to the sale, to the actual sale. And meaning they will purchase, but they prefer the add-ons. And that's possible. Yep, that is possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
Like you were doing something, David, where you were with the stocks, you were giving like tips. So
Yes.
people were tuning in for the tips,
Yes.
and eventually they'll tune in and get the course because the tips are part of the course.
So and you're right, Charles, I've noticed that a lot of people are interested in the course, and more people are reaching out and saying, wow, I'm glad I got this information. I didn't invest, but I saw what you were saying and I learned from it. So in every case, it's more about the experience than it is the actual sell.
I can't hear you, David.
In every case, it's more about the experience than the actual selling point. Can you hear me now? Yes. How I increase customer lifetime value is basically being of service to.
Say that one more time. I'm hearing the background
Being of service.
noise.
Yeah.
Service. So providing a service, for example, being available every now and then to be able to give to the people that you have acquired as a customer and say, how can I help you? That's the bottom line. How can I help you? Is being of service. Does that make sense? Did you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Hold on.
Yes, we did.
Good. All right.
So I guess that's kind of a follow-up.
Yes, correct. It's a follow-up.
With needs, person's needs.
All right. And number nine, last one. How I orchestrate and stimulate referrals. Most people forget that referrals are very important. Sometimes it's not the sell that counts, it's the referrals that count. Because if you have a credible, a reliable person who's giving you a lead, that lead will lead to more leads. And so on. In the beginning group that you're attempting to acquire, maybe that's all they can offer you. Maybe they can't offer you a sell, but they can offer you potential leads that are credible, reliable, and trustworthy, and who are willing to invest as well. How I orchestrate and stimulate referrals. So orchestrate. Anyone?
I offer a finder's fee for people who refer me a customer that actually, takes advantage of our services.
Good.
What percentage do you give them?
They could get up to 10%.
All right. Okay. Anything else? How else do you stimulate referrals? How do you have them become reliable? How about the person that you're selling to? Maybe they can get on a call and just introduce you to whoever you are trying to.
So we give them a discount in their fee for doing that.
You could give them a discount as well, or maybe they'll just come on and do it for free because they love the service that you give. In other words, there are levels. I guess one of the second or third level will be a finder's fee or percentage, But before that, maybe your longer client or the client that you've just made might give you other leads because they like the offer that you're giving them. So direct recommendation from your current clients. All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, I will. You can encourage the customer to be affiliates, and
Perfect.
if they bring other people to you, you can give 20%, 25%, of the sales. Click funnel and some other things that you can put your program in. Well, if like on Kajabi, which is the platform I use,
Which
you
one?
can
How do you spell that?
offer affiliate. You can offer Kajabi,
P-A,
Jabi. I can send you a link.
like that? Is
I'll
that how
send you a link for invitation for 30-day, I think 30-day free. Kajabi, K-J-A-B.
K-A-J-A-B-I?
And see, and when I send you a link, I will get a refer. If you sign up, I'll get a referral fee too. So that's how they do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't sign up. Let me send you the link.
Got it. All right. Anyone
Send you the
else?
link, and you can check it out. And if you want to sign up,
It sounds interesting.
okay. Another thing, David.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a platform that has everything lined up for you. I'll tell you if you're interested. I'll show you the power of Kajabi. But I was thinking maybe that you can like for nurses, I can offer a group discount and kind of encourage them to do it together because it's good to have that sort of energy. So I just thought about that.
The slow days
And
also.
also ask for feedback if they would share.
Feedback and referral. Recommendations. Good. Anything else for this group? Good. All right. Now, we've just made a sample one-page marketing plan. This is a sample, and I think it's a very good sample. I believe that if we could all use it to get ourselves from where we are today to where we want to be. And I just want to save it here so I don't lose the information. Let's see here. Save.
Can you download? Can you send us a blank form, David?
Yep. Yes, I will. I could do that. That's why I wrote this down as well. And it's very useful because you can write on
because I will type that up tonight.
it. Very good. So I just wanted to show you a few other forms quickly, which I'm going to send to you. Let me just see if they came up already. Nope, not yet. Give it a second here, and I will share the screen just very quickly. It's not more than 2 minutes. I know we're way past our time here, but I think that this is the most important day, is just getting a basic marketing plan and then developing it in the next 10 to 12 weeks is very important so that we get our marketing plan the way that we want it to be. I'm unable to, it's not coming up for whatever reason. Let's try one at a time. Let's see here. Wait a second. Oh, can't read it. Oh boy. Let's try this one. Just let me know if you can see this. Hello? Hello?
I need to just
Can you hear me?
start I work so much that I
Hello?
can't.
Can you see it?
David.
Hello, sorry about this.
Yes, clearly.
Yes, David, we got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this copy here. Acres of Diamonds. Oh boy, sorry, my internet connection is, I don't know what's going on. Hello, are you there? Hello? Hello, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what's
Yes,
going on with my
yes.
internet connection, but I am 10 feet away from my internet connection. I don't know what's happening here. This is one of the tidbits that's given in this book. I will give that to you. Also, customer lifecycle marketing. You can see it right here, the cold prospects to customers, to raving fans, capture leads, the click funnels. So it's basically a different way to look at the page. We were just looking at the front end, the back end. This is a one pager as well. There isn't much more information than what you're seeing here right now. And the last one is greatest headlines. Can you let me know if you see this? Do you see that? Everyone? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello, hello.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm getting a more direct connection, but sorry, this is the most important thing. I saved it for last. Okay, can you hear me now? I should have a more stable connection now.
Yes.
All
I
right.
hear you, David.
This right here, I'm going to give to you. This is very important because whenever you want to create any type of information that you want to send out to try and attract people, these are the 100 greatest headlines ever used. You should be able to get really good ideas from these headlines. Really good ideas. There's 18 pages of headlines. So for example, have a house you'll be proud of with color makers range of 362 tiles and new easy to apply house paint. So that's just an example there. But these are the 100 best headlines that have been taken out of different newspapers and magazines that have created actual clients. The machine that peels off kilograms while you sit back and enjoy it. I don't know what that means, but peels off kilograms while you sit back and enjoy it. I'm guessing weight loss. Is that what that is?
Yes. Sounds like it.
So you can use that if you need it, Ruth, for example, and you can just change the words according to your needs, because I didn't get that at the beginning, but I'm guessing those words with a picture are much easier to understand. How to make money writing short paragraphs. Would you like to take in $140 after supper? Geez, that sounds like a really good punchline. Well, I'm going to get these to you guys. I know we've gone over our time, but this is really, really important. Why? Because we should each of us should utilize this to build our own marketing plans. All right. So this is it for the Mastermind Market Book Club for tonight. I want to thank you all, and I hope that you understand what we're going over through here, because this can create whatever business or whatever you're trying to create in your life to sell, to build, and to maximize profits on.